what is up, Crocs and clan members, poker fans, and all those who will stump on this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen here with episode 35 review of XY&Z English dub. It's currently 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday. Okay, because I wasn't able to watch the episode yesterday. I had a lot of stuff to do. And honestly, like as I've said this before, I really don't care for the show too much, so I'm not going to feel like... I mean, I know I have to make the reviews, but I'm not going to feel bad if I don't watch the video on time. Okay, that's just the way it is. And because I have real stuff to do, you guys have to at least give me a little bit of a break if I'm not able to like immediately get a video up. So, anyways, the first thing I will say is thanks Mahir for the spoiler. You know, it's not like I tried my best to avoid. So I mean, I know generic stuff that happens, but I don't know specific spoilers. So I tend to stay away from those. And I thank you. I really appreciate you spoiling me part of this episode last week. So the first thing I want to say is, once again, I still call bullshit on everything. I'm actually upset of what the narrator said at the beginning of the episode. Oh, you know, this is Ash's chance to redeem himself for the last time. Redeem himself from what? See, that's my problem with this whole battle. And when Mahir told me last week that Aegislash lost to Pikachu, I immediately said, oh, well, I can't wait to see what kind of bullshit gets pulled off in here. And he, again, retaliated with everybody that just... I'm sorry, I don't want to call Mahir stupid here, but, like, realistically speaking, people aren't looking at the whole series when they're judging these things. So when he told me, like, oh, well, Ash pulls bullshit all the time, what's so different about this one? He has a positive record versus Shota. So for Ash to pull an Ash on a guy who he's already beaten multiple times in the past, it just doesn't feel right. It actually feels like it makes you want to root against him. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this thing. I know people wanted Ash to win this whole league, but if you look at everything that's happened since XY&Z started and since Shota was introduced, Shota has consistently lost to Ash, except for the last time they battled, and it was when they were doing that whole crappy ass Greninja Saga mini arc of, oh, the struggles, oh, I'm going to be OP one episode, but the next episode I'm going to be complete ass, you know, that whole back and forth. That was the last time they battled, which meant that Shota barely got a win, because that was a barely got a win episode, but not only that, it was one that wasn't even counted. Like, Shota himself doesn't even feel like that battle counted, and realistically speaking, the way they were setting it up to be meant that that battle didn't count for Shota's victory. So, they've done this before too when Jessie beat Serena, but it wasn't because she outskilled her. No, it was because Serena flopped or Eevee fell, and that's what gave Jessie the win. And they pulled this bullshit in the same series. Like you can't take victories away from somebody due to complete crap. Like just because the other player falters should not take away from the fact that this one person did their best and then was able to achieve victory. Like why are you taking away someone's win because of bullcrap on the other side? Like, so the fact that the narrator said this really irritated me because it still doesn't take away the fact that Ash has beaten Shota 4 times prior to that. 4? I'm pretty sure it's 4. If it's not 4, it's 3. One of those two. So you're still making it seem like Ash has continuously lost to this man, when the one time he lost was through bullshit, which immediately takes the victory away from Shota to the point where even Shota doesn't accept that victory. So it just basically means that Ash just ran through this man every single time they battled except for once, which we're not even counting. So like how does that make it a positive, you know, protagonist to cheer for? I was cheering for Shota the moment I found out that they were going to be, you know, battling in the semifinals. Granted, I still think it's bullshit he even made it this far with the team he had, but I still think that I was still always Team Shota. I was always Team Shota. Like, the last episode proves Shota is technically the better battler of the two. And this shows why this is complete bullshit, because this battle was ridiculous. The second half of this match was completely stupid. Pikachu, for some reason, you know, or actually, let me just start off, like, I've been on a tangent this whole time. I haven't even talked about the episode. Pikachu wins because Ash notices that before Aegislash goes into King Shield, he has to, you know, do this whole flip animation, and then like he inserts himself into the shield. So Ash is like, oh yeah, I got an idea. He doesn't even tell Pikachu what it is, or at least we don't see it happening. So then he's like, oh, Pikachu, use Iron Tail and then Pikachu hits the ground, and you're like, okay. And then he causes all the logs that Aegislash hit and cut down to suddenly be floating in the air for an infinite amount of time. And then, like, Aegislash cuts it all the pieces, and they're still floating in midair, by the way. And then when Aegislash is gonna go into King Shield, Pikachu hits one, like, just hits one of the logs into the thing where Aegislash goes, and that's how he wins. That's literally Ash pulling an Ash on a guy who he has a positive record on. Which is bullshit. Like, Aegislash should not have lost that match. And then after that, it just became completely stupid. Because then you had a Salamence versus a Noivern. Salamence got hit once by Boom Burst, and then Noivern is getting bopped all over the place. But oh no, we're gonna have freaking a clash between Dragon Rush and Acrobatics, and for some reason they're both knocked out. I don't know why. And then after that, it's a Slurpuff versus Goodra. I don't know why he had Special Slur. Okay, I know that Special Slur, realistically speaking, is the better of the two. Okay, because you can run the Calm Mindset, because Physical Slur doesn't have a lot of, you know, variety in terms of moves. But then it became like Goodra should have been blown away, and then they still did a bullshit like Bide versus like freaking Fairy Wind, not Dazzling Gleam, the more powerful of the two. He went for Fairy Wind, and then the two clashed, and then they both were knocked out, right? So that was the thing. And then after that, it was, you know, Sceptile versus Pikachu, where Pikachu didn't even get hitting. Like, he just got blasted away. Like, he got hit with a Leaf Storm, then he got hit with a Leaf Blade, and then he got hit with a Frenzy Plant, and he was blown away. So Pikachu didn't get to do shit, and so now it was gonna be what was expected, Sceptile versus Greninja, because I was, oh my god, I'm so surprised. That's gonna be the final battle. Oh my gosh, because Greninja has to be in everything. He's a fucking, So they trade one blow, and then they're like, now they do this whole thing where Shota's like, oh my gosh, I'm finally battling the real Ash. This is what I've been looking for. Like, that last one didn't even count and all this other stuff. I want to prove myself that I can actually, like, I've been following you, I was behind you all this time, and if I win this battle, I can feel like I can move on. That's props. This man wants to get better, and he wants to improve. Granted, Ash is not the best role model, but, like, he wants to improve. He wants to win this so he can feel like he's accomplished something. Which is, you know, right behind him. But Ash is like, oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, I was just scared because of bullcrap. You know, you were so strong, you were catching up to me, and I was scared, and because of that, I wasn't able to be at my best, and that's why I lost. But now I'm gonna prove to you that I'm superior. Again, how are you? If you look at it from that standpoint, how can you root for Ash? Realistically, I understand he's the protagonist, and you want Ash to win the league. But look at it. Look at it from the angle that is being presented. Do you honestly think you're supposed to root for Ash? No. The more down to earth, the more like what would be considered the underdog is Shota. In this scenario, Shota's the one you're supposed to be cheering for, not Ash. And then they both transform. You got the Greninja form, and you got Mega Sceptile. And even though Mega Sceptile was blowing Greninja away for the majority of the fight, Leaf Storm into, apparently Greninja never reached his final form because, I'm going to get even stronger in the middle of this battle and have a giant-ass shuriken that comes out of freaking nowhere. Oh yeah, it comes out of somewhere, obviously. He has it in his back, but all of a sudden it, like, grows like 5 times the size because, like, he never showed you his true power. He's still even stronger now, and I bet you that giant shuriken's not even going to show up in the battle versus Lon. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything. I don't follow specifics. I know generic stuff. Maybe he uses it. I'm going to assume he doesn't because it's a one-time thing. So he throws the giant shuriken that then clashes with the tail, with the Leaf Storm, and it blows up. But for some reason, Sceptile, who was all the way over here, Greninja was closer to the blast, Sceptile is the one that faints. I honestly, I can't care. I can't be happy that Ash won because he's technically beaten Shota so many times before. From a story perspective, it would have made more sense for Shota to win here because he's the underdog. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know the writers. This is the problem with the writers. They're trying to make Ash the underdog when he has been built to be Shota's like freaking kryptonite. The one time Shota wins, we're not even counting. Shota doesn't count, and like Ash kinda doesn't count because he's like I wasn't even me. So like the one battle that Shota wins is not even counted by either of the two players, and the only one that's even mentioned this whole shit is the narrator. Fuck the narrator, seriously. Fuck the narrator for trying to make a narrative that doesn't even make sense by the logic of the show that's been built up to this point. I'm sorry, I honestly, like realistically speaking, I can't be happy that Ash won because he didn't deserve the win. Aegislash should have blown Pikachu away, Salaman should have blown Noivern away, Slurpuff, I mean, I could actually give that one to Goodra just because he was Special Slur and Goodra is a special tank. Like, if it was Physical Slur and he used Flare Up, sure, I would have actually said Slur all the way. But, you know, either way, Salamence would have come in and blown him away. Like, either way, something was going to happen. And then Sceptile should have blown away Greninja. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't. With the way Shota was battling last week, there's no reason for the way the battle transitioned this time. It literally just became, oh, hey, Pikachu beats Aegislash. Now every battle is going to be a tie, so Sceptile is the last one left. It made no sense. Like, following Shota's logic, what happened in the second half made no sense. Shota should not have lost his battle. And that's not me. I mean, it's kind of me being biased because I love Sceptile and I hate Greninja. But realistically speaking, from a story perspective, it would have been much more hype. Actually, and I'm being serious, it would have been much more hype if Shota, who is considered the underdog by the way the story has been built to this point, had beaten Ash. Because then at that point, he can say, I beat him at his best. I can finally say I've improved. And I can move on and become even stronger and be smarter and get more of my strategies and all that stuff. But no, he lost. And now we have to watch freaking Greninja versus Charizard. Bullcrap. I really don't care. Next week, it's not even a battle. It's that intermission crap. I don't even remember what the hell happens there. I know that Lysander finally says hello to Ash. I hate this damn show so much. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm going to try to stream next Friday. Or this Friday, I should say, because we're already on Sunday. So I'm trying to stream this Friday. Kind of give you my overall thoughts of how my work has been for the last, I mean, at that point, 2 weeks. Even though I'm only doing training, so it's not really work yet. But anyways, I'm done, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. Link will be in the description, as always. Fuck XY&Z, fuck Gen 6, fuck Ash, fuck this league. Fuck all the bullshit. Fuck the writers. I don't know what else to say. Fuck this whole saga. There we go. I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. SoresanCrockxen. Peace out.